We're going to monetize confusion. Stick around. Hello, everybody. Jeff Mason, your host of SimpleBiz360 podcast, SimpleBiz360.com. And we are now in the middle of this 3 biz tips in 5-minute series. It's going to last for about another year and a half. The hashtag is 3BTI5M. You're going to see that across all social media landscapes as well. YouTube, we're on YouTube, IGTV, and Gab TV. We're also on 28 listening platforms. We'd love your subscription, love your review or rating, 5-star rating if we deserve it. And today we're really going to be talking about how can we monetize the communication wilderness. Well, I've been looking at this for 30 years, and I've been watching customers taken into the wilderness where they're just supposed to trust the vendor and they can't figure out, they can't see, there's no daylight, the canopy of trees is high and there's no information, they're lost. Or they're, shot off into cyberspace where they're just out and amongst the stars, there's no information coming to them. They're just wondering day after day, what's going on? Where are we? Or they're tumbling down that tunnel into the abyss and they just don't know where they're going. They're just free falling and nothing's happening. No one's talking to them. No one can get back to them. They gave their down payment, 2 weeks ago, and they've got nothing to show for it yet. So these things have been happening in groves, and I've been watching it, and I've been realizing along the way that there's an opportunity for all of us. If we can stop doing that and start doing the opposite, we can knock out 8 out of 10 of our competitors. We can. I'm wearing a shirt called with North today. You see on my coffee mug, North 59. That's the name of my sales agency. Why do I bring that up? Because I was an executive vice president where sales reported to me. I had half the country dedicated reps that were my employees, and I had the other half 1099 guys and gals that got commission. And the complaints that came back were usually from the commissioned group, and it was usually in the form that no one followed up. So I predicated my entry into starting a sales agency on that premise that I was going to be the opposite of what most of those people were. And I was going to carry the message that you see hanging on this wall right behind me. And it's the simplest message in the world. It's simply 3 Ys represent yes to each one of the characteristics. Respond. I'm going to say yes to responding to every inquiry. Get to it before the sun goes down that day, in 4 hours, in 4 minutes. I don't care when you do it. Just don't let it go any longer than a day. Make sure you get to a customer. And all you need to do is tell them you got their information. Now, follow up is the second component of it. What is that? Okay, it's like saying, hey, I got your email from a couple hours ago. Thank you very much. I'm looking into your request or your question. I will get back to you sometime tomorrow, I hope. But nonetheless, I'll let you know tomorrow how I make out. Thanks so much. Now, that customer says, hey, you got my piece of correspondence or my inquiry, whether it was phone, text, or email. Great. Okay. And you told me you're in the middle of working on it. Excellent. I don't have to sit here and wonder. I'm not in the wilderness. I'm not down the chasm of the abyss. I'm not in cyberspace. I haven't been launched off into this weird land where I don't understand things. But here's the Achilles heel. It's this follow through. What's the difference between follow through and follow up? Follow up is said, hey, I'll look into it and I'll get back to you tomorrow. I'll let you know no matter what I find out. But then we don't get back to people and days go by and, hours turn into days into weeks. And honestly, I've seen this happen way too often where people are so frustrated because no one's getting back to them. So say yes to all 3 of these components. But most importantly, be a follow-througher. That's the word I made up, I guess. If you can be a follow-througher, I'm telling you guys and gals, you can eliminate 8 out of 10 of your competitors, and now you've got a much more level playing field. So that's it for today. Hey, I don't know. I love Yes. The first 2 rock and roll T-shirts I got, I came back from the mall, Livingston Mall in New Jersey. I had the Yes and I had the Who. My mother was like, "Who are these people?" So anyway, Yes, I love Yes. 1971, Fragile, long distance runaround. Don't give your customers the long distance runaround. Enjoy it, and we will see you in 168 hours.